get shirts up on them.
Hey guys, how are you doing?
Hey.
Hey, thanks for taking my call again. It was really fun doing it last week. But here's another question.
Okay.
What would be the biggest obstacle you guys have come across as being Mega64? Like trying to get into the industry, trying to make a name for yourselves? Like, how did you do it? And when did you get enough money to actually start making merchandise and afford a new, warehouse and stuff?
Mustache. The question was, what's the hardest part about being Mega64?
Yeah, mustache.
Harvey?
I was going to say the biggest thing to overcome, the biggest obstacle is trying to get our friends to help us load out or set up after Comic-Con closes.
Oh.
The
that really
security
hard?
really forces us out of there if we don't have those.
Jesus Christ.
There's a new rule every year.
It's a
Oh my
new
God.
weird rule every year, and I think Kevin has the system nailed, but
Yeah.
that's been overcoming the obstacle of security when Comic-Con is over.
Oh, yeah,
trying
yeah,
to
yeah.
get people to help us take boxes up.
Yeah. I think a big obstacle was, well, it's hard to say. I mean, proving you can do. I think it's always hard when you make videos for a living or whatever, or as a regular ongoing thing. Even before it was like any of our full-time jobs or anything like that. It was hard proving we could do something. Like, hey, you should pay us to do this because we can do this and this and this. Because there's always this mentality. I feel like that's a job that still doesn't get a lot of credit. Maybe some people do. But there still is a mentality, even if you've been doing it for 10 years, of making those silly videos. Well, here you go, kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, every now and then, once in a blue moon, and we usually don't work with these people, but every now and then there is still someone who will treat us like, how would you kids like $50 and you make a video with an alien in it? What do you think? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you have to. It is dumb. A lot of the stuff we make is dumb. It is goofy. But a big challenge is you can admit that to a degree, but you have to stand up for yourself as a professional thing. So you can get that a little bit from them, but you gotta have the gumption to go, hey, I respect that you're asking me, but this is not the kind of thing we're into.
Yeah.
So either you do this with us and work with us as an equal on this, or we're not going to. And it's hard because there's sometimes you meet someone where it's like, I hate to not work with them, but you gotta stand up for yourself too. You know what I mean? So that's tough. When you're running your own business, it's tough because it isn't like someone's doing all that for you. It's you've got to do it, and you've got to be like, hey, I know I was just in that video last week eating an entire ham and dumping pig's feet on my head, but like I've got to act like a professional today. You know what I mean? That's just speaking for myself. That's a challenge. When did we? But once you asked, like, when did we
start getting merch?
Accumulate enough to where we had merch. We had merch pretty early on. We
You
just kind of
used to do it in your bedroom.
Yeah.
There was it always starts with, like, you get a little bit of cash together and you can make one shirt.
Yeah.
And it's
So
like,
we made our logo shirt.
we're going to make 10 of these in every size and hope we
Yeah.
can push them at the next con.
So we just kind of did that and hoped, well, hopefully these will sell well enough. We'll do more shirts. You got to spend money to make money. So you do that, and it did well enough. Snowballed into the next thing. We had Tetris shirts, and then it went on from there. And as for our studio, I mean, that was when we first did that. You brought up the idea of the first thing, and we were all just like, why would we do that? We're finally making some money. Why would we put it towards a plate? You know what I mean? And not just keep it. Like, what? You know what I mean? Like, that makes no sense, whatever. But you take a risk. And sure enough, we did that. And then it's like, well, hey, we're doing videos a lot faster now because we have a dedicated space. And it's not like, is there room? Sean, is there room in your dad's garage that we can do this? You know what I mean?
We need to film in your living room in the morning. Are your parents going to be there?
I think there are people that always don't get it. Do you remember when we were in the old studio and my ex came and looked at all the hoodies that we had?
Oh, yeah.
And then was shocked. She's like, why do you guys have so many hoodies? Well, people buy the hoodies, we send them the hoodies. Oh, why don't you guys just make them when people order them?
I forgot about that.
That's not how merchandise works. But it's just people don't get it.
Yeah.
People don't understand.
Yeah, she didn't know what she wanted. She's not a teacher.
But you know what? True, Brian. Some places online now that's what they do, though. They
Yeah, they
don't
order on
make it
demand.
until you order it, and I don't really like that. I've only bought
Well, hey,
one.
a lot of them aren't up to the quality that they would.
Yeah.
And hey,
I've only
it's
bought
more
one.
Expensive.
Yeah.
I bought a shirt from Yeezy, and it was more expensive than I would have thought, and it took a month to get.
Yep.
So in that respect, I was kind of like, I don't know if I'll use these type of
When you
services
finally
anymore.
saw the shirt, you went, Yeety!
I went, Yeet. No, it was a good shirt. It was one of our community members did the artwork of it.
Don't name names. Please don't give them any credit.
I'm not going
No
to.
spoiler.
Oh, perfect.
No spoiler.
I don't remember who it was, so I wasn't going to bring it up.
Don't spoil it!
It's a Metal
Don't spoil
Gear.
the shirt, Garrett.
It's a Metal Gear shirt. Don't
Don't
remember.
tell us who it is!
Brian, don't spoil his Metal Gear story.
Brian, don't tell us the artist.
I've never seen the movie.
Brian doesn't know what any of us are talking about. Don't spoil it, Brian.
I forgot we had a caller on.
Never even played Metal Gear.
Britannia, what do you
But that was a
think?
good question.
That is.
Yeah.
That was a
Answer
very
the
good
question.
question. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Maybe
Sorry.
next
Sorry
time.
for the
Sorry for
good
your
question.
question.
I thought it was a good question.
I don't accept your
Oh,
apology. I don't
Yeah, I mean, I just have so much respect for you guys, so I value what you actually have to say and how you guys got yourself in the industry. So, yeah.
you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
You're
very
welcome.
much.
Thank you.
We'll talk to you next time, Britannia.
Next time.
Goodbye.
Bye.
I think she called last week and had a good question.
Yeah.
But I don't remember.
I don't know what the question was.
All
but It
right.
was a good one.